Hey guys, how many of you are sick and tired of staying in your house, doing no traveling due to the COVID-19 pandemic? I know I am. So to get our minds on something better, like how we're gonna pack for our next vacation, I'm gonna teach you today how to effectively and efficiently pack a suitcase.
I think the problem is the same for all of us. We have all this stuff and we gotta fit it into a small suitcase such as this, without it looking like this. So today we're going to talk about several different things that we can use that is going to make this look much better and more efficiently packed. Let's talk about a few things we'll need. We'll need an old pill bottle, could be a prescription or over the counter, a contact lens case, a pill organizer, a few straws, some travel-sized containers for your liquids, a shower cap, a sunglasses case, various size of Ziploc bags. Once you have all your supplies, now let's start packing. The first thing I like to pack is my shoes. You can put your shoes facing the bottoms facing the outside of the suitcase so that no dirt gets onto your clothes as you're packing. One tip that I really like to use is using Ziploc bags, as you can see here, and putting socks down in them, and also use a bag to put your tank tops, underwear, or socks into, and you can stuff those inside of your shoes. Make sure that you get all the air out of the bag before sealing it to make the most room in the shoe. I'm sure everyone knows by now, but to use the most space effectively in your suitcase, you need to roll your clothes. Fold them into thirds and then tightly roll them so that when you're putting them in the suitcase, they can fill in all the available space. With pants, you want to fold them in half from the bottom and then in half on the side and roll those so that they also will fit efficiently into the suitcase. Once you have all of your clothes rolled, you can look around the shoes to where you have the most room. As you can see, different rolled items make different space. So just look to see what you can find the most effective when putting your clothes in.
Stop it.
Let's see how fast we can get this done. Perfect. Another tip I'd like to tell you about is if you have a blazer that you definitely don't want wrinkled when you're traveling, you can turn the blazer inside out so the silk part is facing the outside. Once you have it turned inside out, turn the collar in and fold it as if you were folding any of your other clothes. You'll roll it up tightly, just like you did the shirt and pants that we did earlier. You may look at this jacket and think, wow, this is not going to fit, but we can do it. Zip the jacket up first, fold your sleeves in, then you're going to fold it in half and roll it up tightly, just like all the other garments. And now time for some really cool hacks. If you have an old pill bottle, it could be a prescription bottle, you need to take the label off, or an over-the-counter pill bottle, you can take Band-Aids, Q-tips, and safety pins and place those securely inside the bottle and close the top. As you can see, this saves you lots of space when you're trying to eliminate big items in your suitcase. Another cool hack is using a contact lens case. You can put small items that you're not going to use much in here, like maybe your makeup. Just one bottle will last you for a couple of months, and you don't need that much on vacation. So you would just squirt as much as you think you may need for the time you'll be gone into one side of the container and place the lid back on top. Another item that we don't use that much of is toothpaste when we're on vacation. There is just enough space inside of the contact lens case that you can place a good amount of toothpaste that will last you throughout your whole trip. Once you put the toothpaste in, Just take the lid and seal it back on top to make sure none of the liquid comes out in your travel. Another cool trick is using a pill organizer to put in some of your smaller jewelry, like earrings or rings. You can group those together if they both will fit into one side and place those into the pill organizer. If you have larger earrings, you may only be able to put one in each, and you'll have a cool little organized jewelry container for your trip. The next cool idea is for your necklaces that you don't want to get all tangled up when you're traveling. You can use straws to put the chain down in. Even if you have a large pendant, it's okay. Pull the chain all the way through. You can usually just secure it by folding it over, but you also could add a piece of tape to keep it securely in place. Another idea that I love to do is using an old sunglasses case. We have so many different chargers that we need to make sure to take with us, AirPods, things that we really need to get to quickly. So what I like to do is to roll all of those chargers up, place them securely into the sunglasses case, zip the case up, and now I have kind of a hard shell. So if I needed to get to those quickly into my suitcase, I could put my hand in and feel the case to pull out those items that I need right away. Pay attention enough? Now, all of these bottles of liquid, we need to get those condensed into something smaller. So we have shampoo, conditioner, I've added some lotion here, and also sunscreen. These bottles, just like the makeup that we talked about earlier, can last us several months at a time. We're not going to need those sizes to travel. So we can put each one of them into a travel size container. And sometimes, I got these at Walgreens, they come with stickers so that you can label each container to show what you're putting in each, so you don't get that confused once you're unpacking on your trip. Another cool idea is to use a shower cap to place your dirty shoes inside so they don't get on your other clean clothes. Really cheap to buy at a grocery store or even a pharmacy. Place them in, and now you have a nice little snug place to keep your nasty bottom shoes off of your clean clothes. The last thing that I want to talk about that I never want to leave home without is our power protector. This has 6 different places for you to plug in all those chargers, and you may not have the plug-ins at your new place. After doing all of this, you want to place each one of those snug into your suitcase, zip your suitcase up. In my case, this suitcase has another department that I could add those shoes or bulky items that I don't want to get close to my cleaner clothes, like the shoes with the dirt on the bottom. I always like to take the strap that's located on the sides of the suitcase and snap those in so that it keeps your stuff very snug and secure as you're traveling. So now all of that stuff fit into this tiny suitcase when it didn't look like it was going to happen. I hope that you can use some of these tips that we talked about today when you get to pack your next vacation. So I guess what I could say is, I'm all packed, but nowhere to go. Corona, please go away.